knees bent, the feet on the floor, the arms to the sides, palms facing up. Feel that the shoulder blades are flat on the floor. Long through the lower back, so if you need to sort of pick up the hips and just really lengthen that tailbone down, draw the pubic bone towards the chest and then settle down again. Let the back of the body connect to the earth. Breathing in, breathing out. I'm going to take a full breath in, retain the breath, let the breath flow out. Full breath in, retain the breath, full breath out. One more, breathing in, holding the breath here. And then a slow, slow breath out. Let the arms open out to the sides, palms facing up. Let the feet walk a little bit wider, wider than hip distance. And we'll windscreen wipe the legs, just drop the knees from side to side. Let the head roll opposite direction to the knees. Relax through the shoulders. Feel into the neck, the shoulders, the back, the hips, sides, the waist. Just feeling into your body, noticing what's here, what's asking for your attention. Lovely, and then we'll bring the knees up, walk the feet in and bring the knees into the chest. Have a hug in here. Relax through the shoulders. And we'll keep the right knee bent in, lengthen out the left leg, hovering the left leg off the floor. And then bend the left knee in, lengthen out the right. Bend the right knee in, lengthening out the left. So we'll go side to side, lower back pressing into the floor, engaging the belly. Push that lower back right down into the floor. Lovely. You can either stay with the hands coming to the knees, or we'll let the arms come alongside the body and pulse the arms. So just notice how that feels in the body to take that extra step, if that feels okay. Notice if you're holding the breath. Keep breathing. Just pausing here. If you want to lift the head and shoulders and that's not going to strain the neck in any way, then feel free to do that. But just listen to the neck. And if you're finding that you do want to lift the head and shoulders, it's giving you something extra that is of service, but the neck's sore, you could always just hold the head with the hands. Let the arms be out to the sides, the elbows out to the sides. So you're supporting the head, not pulling it up. Lovely. So we'll take 2 more with each leg. And then bring the knees into the chest. Have a hug in, roll the shoulders, deep breath in, deep breath out, deep breath in, releasing breath out. Lovely. So we're going to come back to that again, so just lengthening out one leg at a time. This time you want to take the head in the hands, opposite elbow to knee. So you could do this with the head on the floor and just take the arms to either side of the bent knee or opposite elbow to knee. So working through the sides of the waist, keep breathing. Let the face remain relaxed. We'll do 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Oh, come back onto your back, hug the knees in, relax through the shoulders, bring the feet to the floor, hip distance apart, toes facing forwards, breathing in, lifting up the hips, taking the arms up and overhead, breathing out, rolling all the way back down again. So we'll take 2 more, breathing in, lifting the hips, breathing out, rolling back down. Last one, lifting the hips, rolling back down. We'll bring the knees into the chest, rock and roll a couple of times to bring yourself up to seated. Lovely crossed legs, nice and tall through the spine. Give the shoulders a roll. And we'll take the right hand to the left knee, left hand behind, taking the twist. Turning through the upper body. Bring yourself through center and to the other side. And then we'll come through center and over to hands and knees, to cat-cow. So taking your cat-cows here. Just feel into the wrists, press the floor away. And then from here, we're going to tuck the toes under. And with the exhale, lift the belly, suck the belly right in, round the back and hover the knees off the floor. Land the knees, come into your cat, and then we'll press into the hands, floating cat, lift the knees, landing down, forwards. We'll take it into our floating cat, round the back, and then lift the hips up, take it back, downward dog, let the head hang, walk out the dog, beautiful breaths. Lovely. From here, walking the feet forwards to the front of the mat. Taking your forward fold. Fingertips onto the shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding. Inhale, rising all the way up. Hands coming to the heart. Inhaling the hands up. Exhaling, flowing all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale as you fold, right leg stepping back, land the right knee, rise up into our kneeling lunge. Opening the arms out to the sides, interlace the hands behind, and just open up through the shoulders. Use the glutes, lift through the low belly. Or you could have hands on hips or hold the wrists. Lovely. And then we're going to release and bring the right hand to either the floor or a block to give you some height, if you need some height here. And sweep the left hand forwards, up, back and down. So I'm going to take 3 circles here with this left arm. Elbow can be as bent as you need this arm to be. Lovely. When the hand comes next down towards the floor, land the hand and step back into your downward dog. Soft through the knees, bring yourself forwards into your plank pose. Strong and steady. Let the knees land all the way to the floor. We'll take 3 wide cobras onto the fingertips, rolling up and down, lifting as high as feels comfortable. we'll take it into cat-cow. So hands under the shoulders, take one round of cat-cow. And then take it into child's pose, or you could always stay in cat-cow, lengthening the seat bones back. Lifting up to hands and knees. Tucking the toes under, lifting back into downward dog. Breathing here. Soft through the knees, walking forwards to the front of the mat. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, folding. Inhale to rise up. Hands to the heart. Inhale, lifting the hands. Exhale, folding all the way down. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, folding. Left leg stepping back into lunge, landing the knee, rising up with the hands. Opening the arms out to the sides and then bring the hands behind, interlace the fingers, open through the chest. Left glute on. And then we'll release the left hand to the floor and circle 3 times with this right hand. So circling up, back and down. Some nice big circles here. Turning the upper body. Next time the hand's near the floor, landing that right hand, step it back, downward dog. Breathe here in your downward dog, lovely full breaths. Lifting the kneecaps up, so engaging the quads. Broad through the shoulders. Soft in the knees, forwards into plank pose. Lovely. Land the right knee to the floor, land the left heel, and we'll reach this left arm up and over. So 3 big circles, forwards, back, down. So come forwards, up, back and down. 1 more. Lovely. This time we're going to sweep the arm forwards and up, reaching up tall with that left hand. Press into the left foot. Your choice here, press into the right hand, lift that right knee off the floor if you want to take that option. Strong inner thighs, strong belly. Land the left hand, take it into your plank pose. Over to the other side, left knee lands, land the right foot, sweep that right arm forwards, up, back and down. 3 circles here. So we have the shoulder mobility, and then we want that shoulder stability through strength. So we'll take the right arm up towards the sky, reach up, press into the left arm, press into the right foot, lift that left knee. Use the belly. Use the inner thighs. Connect to that deep core line in the body. Land the right hand, plank pose, all the way to the floor. Take 1 wide cobra and fold. Take it back, child's pose, or straight into downward dog if you feel like coming straight back. Lifting up, Adho Mukha Savasana, taking your downward facing dog. And ready to inhale the right heel up to the sky. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhaling up. Exhale, knee to chest. Last time, inhaling up. Step that right foot behind the right wrist. Land the back foot, rising up, warrior 1. Lifting through the belly. Lifting the heart. Bringing the hands to the heart, lifting the back heel. Let the body come forwards into an arrow. either staying in arrow or taking it into your warrior three. Lovely. Stepping back into high lunge, rising up, opening out, warrior two. Lovely. So if you like to have anything under the hand for half moon, good idea to grab something or be close to something you could put your hand on to give you that height and stability for half moon. So we'll straighten the front leg, tilt the hips, taking your Trikonasana here. Lovely, finding that length in the body. Bringing the left hand onto the left hip, bending the front knee, reaching forwards with this right hand, finding your half moon here when you're ready to lift that left leg up. Strong with that right leg. Maybe lifting the left hand as well. Lovely, then we're going to step it back, warrior two. Reaching through the arms. Cartwheeling the hands to the floor, stepping back into your downward dog. From your downward dog, taking your flow here. So whichever option feels right for you. Good. From your downward dog, ready to lift the left heel, inhaling the heel to the sky. Exhaling knee to chest. Inhaling up. Knee to chest. Inhaling up. Stepping the foot behind the left wrist, landing the back heel, warrior one. Reaching up tall. Grounded through the feet. Bringing the hands to the heart, lifting that back heel, arrow here. Press the hands together, fly your arrow, warrior three. Lifting the belly. Lovely, stepping back, warrior two, opening out through the arms. Beautiful, straightening the front leg, Trikonasana. Lovely, reach through that right hand. Bringing the right hand onto the hip, ready to soften that front knee. Left hand reaches forwards and to the left. When you're ready to lift that right leg parallel to the floor. Long through the sides of the body. Right arm reaching for the sky if you feel you have your balance. And ready to step back, warrior two. Beautiful. Relax the shoulders, cartwheel the hands to the floor, step it back, downward dog. Your choice of flow from here. Lovely. Ready with the right heel, inhaling the heel to the sky. Exhaling the knee to the right elbow. Inhaling up. Exhaling knee to left elbow. Inhaling up. Step the foot behind the right wrist, land the back heel. Warrior one, rising up tall. Bringing the hands to the heart, lifting the back heel, taking your arrow, press the hands together. So we're going to take a revolved half moon here. So you might want a block or something a little bit taller, like a book or a big box to put the Tupperware box to put the hands on. We're going to fly into our warrior three. So lift that left leg off the floor. Press the hands together, lift through the belly. And then we're going to slowly lower this left hand to the floor, right hand onto the right hip. So stay nice and long through the body. Beautiful. You could either just stay here or we engage the inner thighs, lift through the belly, start to turn the heart to the right. And you can lift that right hand if you want to, keep it on the hip or wrap it around the body. So whatever feels better option for that shoulder. Bring yourself back to center, step it back into warrior two. So lots of strength on that right leg there. Turning the palm to face up, reverse the warrior. Bringing yourself back to center into your warrior two. Turning the right toes towards the left, straightening that right leg. Ready to take a wide angle pose here. Interlace the fingers behind, open through the shoulders, taking your forward fold. Releasing the hands to the floor. We'll take Skandasana to the left, so bend the left knee, right leg is straight. Coming through center, bend the right knee, left leg is straight. Turn the body to the front. Beautiful, so that we're in lunge here. Gorgeous. Step that right foot back into plank pose, feet together if you can. Drop the heels to the left so that we take side plank or land that left knee. Right hand lifts and we'll take the stretch in the side plank. So if you want to, you can bend that right knee, put the foot behind the left knee and stretch that right arm towards the front of your mat. So big side bend. Hands to the floor. Plank pose, take it all the way down to the floor, reach the hands back behind you, lifting the chest into your locust. If you feel like lifting the legs as well. Releasing the legs down, hands under the shoulders, take it back to child's pose. Give yourself a little breather here, lengthen out the spine. And then we'll come up to hands and knees, tucking the toes under into your downward dog. Ready with the left heel, inhaling the left leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhaling up. Knee to right elbow. Inhaling up. Land the left foot behind the left wrist. Land that back heel. Warrior one. Rising up tall. Beautiful. Bring the hands to the heart, lift the back heel, take it forwards into your arrow. Lovely. Fly into your warrior three. Right hand to the floor, left hand onto the left hip, long through that right leg, and start turning the heart to the left, taking your revolved half moon here. Taking the option that feels good for that left shoulder. Lovely. Start to square the body back again, and then we'll step it back, warrior two. Beautiful. Reverse the warrior. Give yourself some space here. Back to your warrior two. Cartwheel the hands down, right hand under the right shoulder. Take the left hand up. We're going to step it back into our side plank. So that left foot slowly stepping back, or landing the right knee. If you want to, you can bend that left knee, foot behind the right knee. Reach forwards and over the ear with that left hand. Big side bend through the left side of the body. Then landing both hands to the floor, take your plank. From plank, we'll take it down to the floor. Reaching the arms back, lifting the chest, lifting the legs. Bring the legs back down again, hands underneath the shoulders. Take it back to child's pose. Give yourself a little stretch out here in your child's pose. Lovely. Then we're going to come to kneeling. So if the knees don't like you sitting back on the heels, come up to high kneeling, bring the hands to the hips and just squeeze the shoulder blades together to open up through the shoulders. Otherwise, we're going to bring the hands back with the fingers pointing towards the toes. Press into the hands. Lift the hips away from the floor. Careful not to drop the head straight back. Just want to open through the front of the body. Lovely. And then bringing the hips back down again. Coming back into your hands and knees. And we'll take some cat-cow. From cat-cow, you're welcome to either come to the floor from here, or if you want to step it back and take your plank pose, let your heart shine forwards, bend the elbows and slowly descend down. Pointing the toes behind, we'll take our locust to reach back with the arms, lifting the chest, lifting the legs, bending the knees, taking Dhanurasana here, bow pose, so take hold of the feet, lift the chest, press the legs into the hands, coming into your bow, opening through the front of the body. When you're ready to relax down, releasing, turning the head to one side, giving the body a little relax. And then we'll take another back bend. So we're either taking our locust, or you could take sphinx if you want to, or cobra. Lifting the legs. If it feels okay to take Dhanurasana again, bending the knees, taking hold of the legs and lifting the heart, pressing the ankles into the hands and engaging the inner thighs. So trying to resist the temptation of the legs just falling out. Imagine you're holding a block between the knees. And then when you're ready, releasing, letting the head relax down, turning the head the other way if that feels comfortable. Maybe having a little rock through the hips. Release the lower back. And then we'll take a twist in the upper body from here. So take the right hand directly forwards. Take the left arm out to the left shoulder height. Bend the left knee and slide it up next to the left hip. And then we'll lift that left arm up and take it all the way over, rolling onto the right side of the hips. Rolling onto those right hips. Opening up the upper body. So roll a little bit more if you feel stuck, particularly in the left shoulder. Bring yourself back to center, come back onto the belly, swapping round. So take that left arm forwards, right arm out to the right, shoulder height, bend the right knee level with the right hip, right arm lifting up and taking it over behind you, rolling onto that left side. Get that shoulder comfortable. So if you feel that your right shoulder's like uncomfortable, your right arm's hanging in space, sort of try positioning the arm a little bit better, rolling a little bit more. Let that shoulder feel comfortable. And bringing yourself all the way back over, rolling onto your front, just stacking the hands, resting the forehead on the backs of the hands. Give the hips a little rock from side to side. So then from here we're going to bring the hands underneath the shoulders, lifting up hands and knees, taking some cat-cow here. And we'll come into pigeon. So we'll bring the, of course pigeon's no good for the knees, come onto your back and take supine pigeon, right ankle onto left thigh. Otherwise we'll bring that right knee behind the right wrist, turn the right toes out towards the left. So your right knee's opening out to the right, toes to the left, sliding this left leg back. If you need any cushions or anything underneath that right seat bone or thigh just to support the leg, we'll start by lifting up nice and tall through the body. And then when you're ready, bringing yourself down to the floor. So if you're not feeling much of a opening in the hip, you could open the right knee a little bit more to the right and keep sliding that left leg further back. Lovely. So we'll take one more breath here. And then pushing back up onto the hands. If you're on your back, releasing the knees, hug the knees into the chest, rock and roll a couple of times and come up to sitting. And if you're in pigeon, we're going to sit down onto that right seat bone. You can use the hand if you want to bring that left leg all the way over. Left leg's going to stay long. Let's lift that right knee up to the sky, and we'll take that right foot over the outside of the left leg. So either this bottom leg is straight, or we can bend that bottom knee and take the foot to the side, as long as both seat bones are on the floor. Lifting up tall, and we'll take the right hand behind, left arm wrapping around the right knee, turning the upper body. So we'll come back to center and bring the hands to the left side of the body. Let the heart just melt down towards the left, counter twist. Pushing back up, coming onto the seat bones. So we'll lean back to release the legs. Beautiful. Weight into the hands, lift the chest, lengthening out one leg at a time. Lovely, one more with each leg. Bring the feet to the floor, hands behind, squeeze the shoulders together, press into the feet, ready to lift the hips up. Lifting the hips up, reverse tabletop here. Controlling the head, neck long, strong, lifting the hips. Beautiful, and then we'll bring the hips between the wrists, stay floating up with the seat bones off the floor, legs straight, then land down, lovely. And we'll bring the soles of the feet together, hands by or behind the hips, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the chest, press the feet together, lift the hips, and we'll just take a little rock forwards and back. Open the chest, just release through the hips. Lovely, and then we'll come just to sit down, bring the knees together. So if you're coming onto your back for supine pigeon, come and roll back left ankle onto the right thigh. Draw that right leg in. If you're taking a pigeon, coming over onto your hands and knees and sliding that left knee behind the left wrist. Lengthen and turn the toes towards the right. You can have any props under that hip if you need to. Lengthen out the right leg. Let your body fold forwards over this left leg. So to open the hip more, the knee goes more to the right and the right leg lengthens back more. Lovely, one more breath here. Beautiful. So if you're on your back, just releasing the legs, rolling back up to seated. If you're in pigeon, coming up, sweeping that right leg forwards. And we'll bend the left knee, bringing the left foot over the outside of the right leg, either keeping that right leg straight, or again you could bend the knee, just as long as the seat bones are nice and firmly on the floor. Tall through the spine, left hand behind, right hand wraps around the left knee. Turning the upper body. Beautiful. We'll come through center, over to the right, hands down on the right. Let the heart melt down towards the right. Bringing yourself back up again, hands behind, leaning back, releasing the legs, feet off the floor, and we'll just lengthen out a couple of times here. With each leg just lengthening, bending the other knee in, lifting the heart. If you feel like you want to lift both hands off the floor, then you can. One more time with each leg. Then we'll bring the feet to the floor, hands back behind you, lifting the chest, pressing into the feet, lifting the hips, taking your reverse tabletop. Bringing the hips between the wrists, legs go straight, toes up, landing down. Beautiful. And then we'll bring the soles of the feet together. Scoot the bottom closer to the heels rather than the heels closer to the bottom. Nice. Interlace the hands either around the toes or around the ankles. So your choice is to do what we did before and bring the hands behind and maybe lift the chest, take that option, or be tall here, holding on to the feet, or take the forward fold if it feels right for your body. One more breath here. Ready to slowly bring yourself back up again. And we'll bring the knees together. Lovely. Come onto your back, so give yourself some space. We're going to roll down with control all the way down. And just let the arms open out to the sides, feet wider than hip distance. We'll take those windscreen wiper legs again. Lovely. Bring the knees back up and just walk the feet in. We'll bring the arms alongside the body. So we'll take bridge pose here, feet to the floor, toes forwards, arms alongside the body. Pressing the lower back into the floor, lifting the hips up, taking your bridge. pressing into the feet, pushing the knees forwards, engaging the inner thighs. Rolling all the way back down again. Lovely. So we'll come up again when you're ready. So lower back into the floor, pressing into the feet, lifting the hips up. This time turn the palms to face up. Curl the shoulders under if that feels okay. Either stay here or you could interlace the hands underneath as well. Pressing into the feet. Engaging the inner thighs, opening through the chest. Lengthen that tailbone down towards the backs of the knees. Releasing the hands and the shoulders, slowly rolling back down. Just give yourself a little break here. Just feel the back of the body on the floor. Beautiful breaths. So this time we're going to come up one more time. If you'd rather take a restorative bridge and have a block or something underneath the pelvis, that could be a really nice option. Otherwise, we'll press the lower back into the floor, lift the hips. Feel free to take any option that we've already taken. So you could curl the shoulders under if you want to. Lift the heart, walk. Make sure the heels are right underneath the knees. Lift through the pelvis, and then here we're going to bend the right knee into the chest, engage that left glute, lift that right leg to the sky, bend the right knee and lower down to the other side, bend the left knee to the chest, lengthen that left leg up, bend, release down, release the arms, slowly rolling down. Let the arms open out to the sides. Just give yourself a little break here. Walk the feet out wide, drop the knees in. And breathe here into the front of the body. Lovely, and just start to walk the feet in. So from here we're going to take the inversion of your choice. So that could be shoulder stand or plow, anything that you'd like to practice that feels good for you. You could take the legs up the wall. You could also take a restorative bridge with a block, or just even your hands underneath the pelvis, lifting the legs. Or you could take your shoulder stand, just let the legs come a little bit overhead, take the hands to the back of the body. So elbows, forearms, pressing into the earth. Feet to the sky, pressing just gently into the back of the head if you're in shoulder stand. Might not be good for everyone's necks, particularly at the moment. So take the inversion that feels a little bit better. We might find with all the sort of sitting down that we're doing, our necks are already feeling a little bit long at the back, a little bit strained. And then from here, start to slowly lower yourself down with control, taking your time. Take a few breaths back down again. And then we're going to take fish from here. So one option of fish, depending on how the neck's feeling, is to just bring the feet together, robot arms, so arms by your sides, bend the elbows, fingers up to the sky. Press into the back of the head and lift the shoulders, and then we strengthen the back of the neck. Really nice option for strength in the back of the neck. Otherwise, you want to take fish. We're going to bring the hands underneath the buttocks, palms facing down. Squeeze the elbows together as well, as close as you can underneath you. Press into the elbows. Lift the chest towards the ceiling. Come onto the back of the head, lifting the chin up to the ceiling, opening the throat chakra, opening through the collarbones, lifting that upper chest up. When you're ready, slowly coming back down again with control, looking after the body. And we'll bring the knees into the chest, have a hug in, and a rock from side to side. Beautiful. We'll bend the right knee in, lengthen out the left leg, take the twist here, left hand taking the right knee over to the left, right arm, palm facing up, extending out to the right. Beautiful. 3 beautiful breaths here. So we'll slowly roll back onto the back, bringing the left leg in, lengthening out the right leg. Taking that left knee over to the right, lengthening out the left arm. And then rolling back over onto your front, onto your back. Give the knees a little hug in, a little rock side to side. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And let the legs just lengthen down. Let the arms relax by your sides, relaxing the shoulders. Coming into Shavasana. beginning to deepen the breath. Wriggling the fingers and the toes, reawakening the body, taking any stretches out or hugging in. And let the knees bend, rolling over onto your side, bringing yourself all the way back up to seated. Hands together at the heart center with the eyes closed. And our blessing card for today, a blessing from the Beloved. Love unfolds your wings and you fly high above the earth into the realm of heaven. Blessed by the light of her beautiful soul, you enter the emerald heart of the Divine Mother, which is full of eternal blessings. The world is your playground, waiting to be explored, beloved. Bringing the thumbs to the forehead for purity of thought, to the lips for truth and honesty, and the heart for love and compassion for all beings. Namaste.